Alright, I need another quick update video for this weekend. Today is currently Thursday, but I am leaving for West Virginia tomorrow. So that's going to be something to hopefully see in future videos. But that means I won't have time to release another video. So, where am I at? I've got the squivels disassembled. I know what I need to solve on there. The chrome on them is immaculate. I mean, you can see the schmutz there, that's just grease. I mean, they're beautiful, and I'm pretty sure these are the original ones. Note the cone, the bronze cone, or bronze bush, and the cone. So this is the early type of steering damper system. So Series 2 only. Highly unlikely that has ever been changed in its life, and they are perfect. You can't argue with that. I believe this one needs a rear bearing. This one got crusty. The other one, or it doesn't. I say rear bearing, but it's actually the shaft support bearing. Everything else seems pretty good. Hub bearings are getting changed. Front diff, I've got that out. I don't know if I took that on the last video, but it looks really good. The gears look in great shape. Everything feels great, except in the back here, and I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you. It moves in and out. Let me see if I can hold the... Let's see, can I? Because it's actually kind of significant. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you, but yeah, there's lash in there. There's not supposed to be any lash. There's actually supposed to be preload, from what I understand. So, I've got a choice. Either I just stick this in the front and carry on with it like it is, and use the crustier gear set in the back, or I put the better set in the gear set in the back and have to rebuild it. I really should rebuild it anyways going in the front, but I do have freewheeling hubs, so that could be put off to a later date. Because this diff won't see the same number of miles that the rear one will, and it wouldn't be under power for hardly any of them. So yeah, decisions, what to do. I kind of don't want to get gnarly into setting up diffs and shimming and unshimming and bearings and all that jazz, but I may have to. Well, I will eventually, but just whether it's this go around. Here's the other swivel housing. Like I said, absolutely immaculate. I will say that the springs in these dampers, I have noticed on both of them, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks a little off kilter. I'm going to try and get replacements on those. The modern version are Railco bushes. I kind of want to keep this just because it's unique, it's original, and they seem to still be working fine. I think I need new pins, but I've got a source for them. And whether or not I do that right now is up in question, because these are actually fairly easy to disassemble, especially since I've done them once already. I can do them again. The bottom bearings all need to be replaced. You can see the kind of lines in here. The ghosting, that's Brinelling. That means that bearing's bad. Will it really matter in the long run? I don't know. I'm going to change it. Half shafts. This one looks actually quite good. That's the bearing race there for that bearing that I showed you on the other swivel. Actually, that one down, well, I took it out and wrapped it up because I'm going to reuse this one. This seal land, hardly anything. I can barely feel it with my nail, so what I'll probably do is get some Scotch-Brite followed by, what's it called, crocus cloth, and polish that land and make it work. Brakes. Brakes have some issues. Brakes are broken. This, I think it's this one. Yeah, that one is lock solid. This piston is lock solid, which is no bueno. You want both pistons to be free moving and then press equally when you squeeze the pedal. So that's no good. You can see there's white crusties on the inside when I pulled that back. Yeah, that's not good. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to reline them with stainless eventually and put them back in. They are original to the vehicle. At least I'm fairly certain. I'd like to reuse them. Plus, alloy doesn't get crusty quite like the new steel or cast iron ones do. But in the meantime, to get me back on the road, that's a long-term project. I'm not looking long-term, right, to keep this thing off the road long-term. We'll get new ball joints for everything, even though they feel pretty... Actually, that one's a little too tight. They feel pretty tight. All the boots are shot. I'm going to get new ones. Bulkhead. Got this thing pretty well stripped down. The last big hurdle is getting this off. I actually just pulled off the pedal towers. What I didn't realize, and what I'm pretty sure is the case, is I did not know that these nuts are actually welded onto the frame. I thought they were just sitting there. Apparently they're actually welded on. So that would explain why I've never been able to pull them off from the top. Should have just pulled the bolts from the bottom. They came right out. A lot of rust, as you can see, and you can even see where I've patched in the past. So that'll all get fixed, new panels in here. But oh my God, look at how gorgeous this original paint is. I mean, like in this shot right here, it looks practically mint. I mean, yeah, sure, ignore all the rust holes, but it's actually really in good shape. A lot better shape than I expected. I really need to find a source for actual cellulose paint. I'm in the US, so half the suggestions that, well, 90%, I gotta say I've not had a good suggestion pan out in the United States, but there seem to be some suppliers overseas, but that doesn't help me because you can't ship paint from the UK to the US, apparently. Not without a lot of fandangling, and I don't know how to fandangle like that. But look at that. I mean, I've literally put no effort into shining it up, and that cellulose paint just takes such a nice shine. I mean, all I've done is rub it down to clean it, and you can already see reflections in it and stuff. Let's see, what else? I've got the wiring out. Doesn't look like I'll get a new wiring loom in time to get this thing back together. I'm still kind of gunning for getting this back together by Thanksgiving. Reality is, it is currently, whatever day that is. Reality is, that's in like 3 weeks here. So I don't think it's going to happen realistically, but I'm going to do my best to try and make it. Because worst case, it sets me up best for getting this thing done by winter romp. And, well, you know what they say. I love deadlines, and the sound they make is they go whooshing past. What else? Frame. Haven't really done anything with the frame. Frame's still sitting here. Still need to straighten it out. I think I covered that in the last one, how much bent it is. Trying to get some telephone pole pieces to use almost as a frame straightener. Put them underneath the frame and then use straps, chains, and jacks to try and push, pull, and twist the frame back to where it belongs. I'll probably use some heating, beating, and welding in the meantime. I really need to get in here and start derusting it. Kind of tempted to just buy a sandblaster right off the hop to roll it outside and shoot this thing. Also kind of a small shop update. Now I have more CNC, 100% more CNC than I had before. This is a little CNC engraver. It's actually got like a diamond tip on it right now. There's no belt for the spindle right now, and I've got no way to control it, but all the motors and servos are here, so that is a future project. It'll be fun to try and get running. Some boxes of other assorted crap, and, well, guess that's all I got for you guys. Motor, I have not made much progress on. Actually, I don't know if I've made any progress on it since last talked to you. I have all the pistons and bottom end bearings are in. So that might be further than you last saw. But I still need to get the oil pump on and need to clean out the sump one last time and get that installed so I can stand it upright and start installing the front end timing gear and the head. And so that's actually pretty plain sailing here. At least I hope it will be. I think I told you that the gearbox is here, and it's probably not going to be done before November because I have a working gearbox, so it is lower on the priorities list. Yeah, so I think that's everything. If you like what I'm doing over here and want to help support it, check out my Patreon. I always post my videos there first. Well, that's assuming that I'm actually fully caught up on videos. Right now, I'm still posting them live right to YouTube. But usually, I've got a live video on Patreon that anyone can watch, and then Patreon see it as soon as it gets uploaded. So, and if you don't care to check me out on Patreon, check out my Etsy store. I sell my blacksmithing wares there. Great ways to support what I do and support the channel. So with that, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch you on the next one. If you like what I do, if you like the videos and whatnot and what I share with you guys, check out my Patreon. I've got, every time I upload a video, usually when I'm caught up, I have a live video there that is not currently on YouTube. Anyone can go and watch that. Then I try and keep one ahead of that. I might actually have to edit this video because I suck at talking about myself. Anyways, so if you like what I'm doing over here,